Happy Sunday. It is May 19th, 2024, and today we're going to discuss mindset. If this is the first time you're seeing me, I suggest you head back to the intro, figure out why we're here, figure out if you want to be here. If so, start at part 1, do the work, and meet us back here when you caught up. For everyone else, this is part 89. Okay, in past videos, I have discussed mindset. I actually discuss it quite a bit. It's a part of change. You can't change without changing the way you think. It is your mindset. So most people just assume that everyone kind of thinks alike, but as you should know, this world is very, very different, and everyone kind of has a different kind of mindset. Your mindset, it comes from how you were raised, how you were brought up, what your environment was around you, what you saw, what you heard, what you were taught, what you saw your parents and your family doing and saying, and how they act. This all is the way you now look at life and think life is. It is your mindset. So this doesn't mean that every single person stays thinking the same as they were raised to think or believe or act. A lot of people do end up changing the way they think or raising their children very different than the way they were raised. But it's a choice. You have to choose that you weren't happy with that mindset. Like, you don't believe in that way of living or that way of thinking or that way of acting, and therefore you have chose along the way to change. So you either stay very much in the mindset of what you were raised, or you go like a 360 and you go in a whole different direction. So like, honestly, now that I'm healed and I'm just in public walking around, I realize that not everyone is at the same level. People can only meet you at the level at which they know, or what they've experienced, or what their mindset is. Many people actually get stuck because of this. If they were taught one way of thinking, then they just trust that that is exactly what it is, and they don't care what people tell them, they don't care what they experience. Like, that's the way it is, and that's the way they're going to believe life to be, and they're not willing to change. Those are the people who in this lifetime aren't going to experience very much growth, which, as I've said in the past, that is exactly why we're here. We're here to collect 7 gifts to get into heaven. Of course, every soul's goal is to become an earth angel. And once again, I only know this because now I am fully connected back, since I have accomplished that and became an earth angel. So I know why we're here. I know what we're doing. And I am telling you guys, your goal here on earth is to grow. Your goal here on earth is to get those 7 gifts. Your soul's main goal is to become an earth angel while here on earth. That is the highest level you can accomplish here on earth. So how do we change our mindset? As I've discussed in the past, I've laid out a path. Start at part 1, go through the steps. Make sure you don't move on until what I have told you to work on, you're actually able to do without even thinking about it, without even having to try. It's just become naturally a part of every day. Then you move on. But with going through these steps, it will change your mindset so that you can control your own life and stop letting life control you. You can shut off that little voice in your head that you think is your mind that is not steering you down the right path. It is your ego, and it needs to be shut off. But to do that, you have to change your mindset. How do you change your mindset? You have to be willing to change. How do you change? You have to be willing to step out of your comfort zone, what you've known to be comfortable, and just be open to a possibility of doing things in another way or another manner. And like, honestly, you guys, everybody keeps talking about how ugly it is, how scary it is, how we just want peace, how we just can't understand why people can't be kinder. It takes one person changing and then another person changing another person. Like, we can do it, but we can't keep complaining that things aren't changing and then we're not willing to make any changes ourselves. So you have to stop waiting for the world to change, and you have to become the change. Become the change. Bring light to others. Show others a different way to do things and to see life. A life full of love and a life with no hate. That's what we need. We don't need this life. So stop whining, stop complaining, stop being a part of the problem, start being a part of the solution. Start stepping into every day differently. Every day, just work on being a better you, being kinder, being nicer, not only to individuals in front of you, but especially in your own mind. If you're not nice or kind to yourself in your own mind, in your thoughts, then you're not going to be nice or kind to anybody in front of you. Everything on how you act or feel comes from within. So start here, be nice and kind, and then make sure you're nice and kind to anybody that you come into contact with. Get started in part 1, and things will change for you. Life will become better. So as always, choose to not be a shitty person. Choose love, choose a light. God bless.